And this segment of the Inland Sports Show is brought to you by Kids Sporting Goods in Norco, #1 in the Inland Empire for team uniforms, sports equipment, and Letterman's jackets. Boost Performance Training in Corona. Athletes of all levels and all sports train at Boost. And also ask about the Bass Private School. Paulson Orthodontics in Redlands. Personalized treatment you deserve from an orthodontist you can trust. Chick-fil-A in Rialto, right off the 210 freeway at Ayala Drive. Eat more chicken. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Pep Fernandez. It's spring break this week on the Inland Sports Show, so no official show in the studio this week. We'll be back at it next week, of course, but some quick sports stories we wanted to pass along here real quick. Not a full show, but some cool things going on in the Inland Empire. We start, of course, with California Baptist University women's basketball making it to the big dance, March Madness, for the first time ever at the Division I level. Your Western Athletic Conference champions, seeded 15th in their region, going up against mighty #2 UCLA in their own building. The Bruins got a home game. The Lancers gave the Bruins all they could handle. In fact, late in the first half, it was a 3-point game, and then in the second half, CBU kept chipping away at that UCLA lead. It would go down to 14, it would go down to 12, but the Lancers just could not get over the hump. They would end up falling by a final score of 84-55, but in the process, the Lancers earning a ton of respect from the college basketball world, making their March Madness debut. Kinsley Barrington dropped 18 to lead CBU, and after the game, we heard from Barrington, Nene Calhoun from JW North, and head coach Jared Olson.
Inland Sports.
Pretty awesome experience for us. I said the other day, this is the first time we've been to the NCAA tournament, and it wasn't just our team that was here. It was our whole community. Just having, so many fans, so many students, and just people here supporting us was pretty amazing. I think we didn't win the game, but we definitely showed what CBU is capable of, both on the court and off. And I'm just really proud to be, a Lancer.
But I think we're just like a really resilient team, and we don't think the game's over till the last buzzer buzzes. So things happen during the game, momentum swing back and forth between teams, but we're not going to stop till the game's over.
CBU basketball, and that we're great at it, that we can play Power 5, non-Power 5. We've been doing this the entire year, and I think we showed great resiliency. Even though we were down a lot, we still play hard until we seen 0-0. The buzzer went off. I think it means everything. I think J.O. is a great coach, so every year he emphasizes the same things, the same goals, the same values. So with that, it just helps us get better on the court and off the court, and then just have a closer bond with each other.
I think just the people around us made it so every game you're just not playing for yourself, you're playing for the girls around you, and whether it's coaches, whether it's your teammates, there's just no greater feeling than being on this team this year, and I'm just very thankful.
I think CBU is, we've lost kids for the last couple of years. We've had kids transfer to Power 5 schools. But we also have some good transfers. Nay and Kinsley are both transfers. So it kind of goes both ways. I think the one thing in general that makes you do is just really appreciate and cherish the team that you have currently, because you don't always know that that's going to be the team that comes back. And so I'm just really appreciative of the girls that I was able to coach this year. I think my number one goal at the beginning of the year was just to enjoy the season. The last 2 years have been tough on me personally, just coaching, but this team really let me coach them. And I think that when you mentioned the transfer portal, that's the one thing that I think gets missed, is that, with people being able to just get out whenever they want, you don't have to stick. I think a lot of coaches don't get the opportunity to coach their team in the best way that they can, and this team let me do it. And I'm just really appreciative of that and very thankful to them, and I won't forget that.
Inland Sports.
How about some more March Madness, this time on the men's side? Former Centennial High School star Jared McCain going off against James Madison. He dropped 30 points, including 8 3-pointers, and a big Blue Devil win, 93-55 against the Dukes. So Duke is moving on after a big win against James Madison, the Dukes. And now Duke will take on number 1, Houston, in their region in the Sweet 16. Best of luck to Jared McCain out of Centennial High School and the Duke Blue Devils. Also, we got Lamont Butler, the pride of Riverside Poly, helping San Diego State, the Aztecs, get back into the Sweet 16 for the second consecutive season. You'll remember last year, the Aztecs went all the way to the national championship game, and they lost against UConn in the finals. Well, they're going to see UConn in the Sweet 16 after the Aztecs beat Yale 85-57 to punch their ticket to that round. And also a big shout out to Cal State San Bernardino. They are at the Elite Eight in Division II. The men's team beating Gannon University on Tuesday by a final score of 99-65 in the Elite Eight. So that means the Yotes will advance, and they will take on Nova Southeastern in the Final Four on Thursday. And this is a rematch from their Final Four game a year ago. Remember, the Yotes went all the way to the Final Four last season as well. They lost against Nova Southeastern 94-87 last year in the Final Four. So obviously the Yotes hoping for different results this year. If they win that, they would go to the national championship game in Division II on Saturday. But first things first, Final Four on Thursday against Nova Southeastern. Let's talk some high school baseball. We had a big game last week in the Ambassador League. Arrowhead Christian taking on Aquinas. We've talked about the Falcons being a Division I team this season and the favorite, right, to win the Ambassador League title. But ACA, the Eagles, taking not one, but 2 games against the Falcons in the span of 1 week. In fact, they were both one-run victories. You're looking at highlights of their 4-3 win against Aquinas on Thursday at home in Redlands. Ethan Bingaman was great on the mound. He went 6 strong. He struck out 14. Diesel Toth came on in relief and shut things down in the 7th to give the Eagles the victory. So big win for ACA as that league title race is now really heating up and wide open right now. ACA and Aquinas very much in the thick of things.
Inland Sports.
I mean, it was really important. I would say we started off to a pretty slow start, and I feel like this is just what we needed to get our season to really start going.
I think team baseball was the factor for us getting the win today and on Tuesday, because at the beginning of the season we were just falling off. We were just being selfish, and I think we were really playing as a team this past week.
There's so much adrenaline. It's so much more fun to play that way. I mean, when you're dusting someone, it's not really that much fun, but when it's a close game, everyone's locked in, and it's just a team win.
Inland Sports. Inland Sports.
Let's go to our big boost play of the week, and it comes from that game. Tyler Young with a runner on cracks this 2-run home run for ACA. That would be the big hit in the game as Tyler Young delivers a 2-run jack, and that is our big boost play of the week. Congratulations to Tyler and the Eagles. And our Kin Sporting Goods must-see game this week is another high school baseball game. It's going to be Riverside Poly versus Arlington. Yes, this is not a league game. It might be next year, but not this year. And Arlington trying to continue their run through Riverside schools. They've already beaten a handful of Riverside schools, and there's an unofficial City of Riverside championship out there. I know Steve Madrill's excited about that. But Arlington's having a great season. Riverside Poly stumbling a little bit, but a win against the Lions would obviously jumpstart their season. So that's our Kin Sporting Goods must-see game. 2 local rivals in the city of Riverside, Poly and Arlington. And coming up this week on Sports Weekly on IEMG, make sure you look for our interview with Cajon track and field star Keith Cotledge. Keith is one of the top long jumpers and triple jumpers in the entire state. So we'll check in with Keith and his coach Tracy Jackson as he pursues a double state championship in the long and the triple jump this year. So check that out on Sports Weekly on IEMG this week. And we've had a flurry of NFL free agency news, but of course we want to give a shout out to our guy Alexander Madison, the pride of Cardinal City, San Bernardino High School. Alex, after 5 seasons with the Minnesota Vikings, signing with the Las Vegas Raiders. Congratulations to Alexander Madison. Well, that's going to do it for this very brief update here on Inland Sports. Not an official Inland Sports show. We'll be back in the studio next week, but it is spring break week here for Inland Sports. Taking a week off, giving our director Johnny Nunez the week off as well. But we'll be back at it come next week. My name is Pep Fernandez. God bless you guys and stay safe. And we'll see you next time on your favorite show, the Inland Sports Show.